I believe we are live right now in Valley Central. Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for being here. Let's give each other a round of applause for being here tonight. Awesome. Well, again, thank you guys. Welcome to our second annual CBS4 Golden Apple Teacher of the Year celebration. I'm Marco Ramirez, morning news anchor for CBS4 News, and I'm excited to be here to celebrate all of you as this year's Golden Apple teachers from across the Rio Grande Valley. Once again, let's give everyone, all of our teachers here, a round of applause. Well, CBS4 began our Golden Apple series just last school year, and it has become a very big hit. With the help of our sponsor, Vexus Fiber Internets, we wanted to go out into the community every month and honor the very best teachers across the valley. By popular demand, this year we decided to expand our search and award 2 teachers every month. And thanks to the hundreds, and I mean hundreds, of submissions that we've gotten this school year, we have finally found the 12 very best school teachers we believe are here in the valley. Y'all have had that honor. Congratulations. So tonight, we're going to be taking a look back at all 12 of our teacher stories that are here tonight, and we're going to award one teacher our Teacher of the Year award, who's going to be going home with $2,500. But of course, all our teachers here, you guys are not going home empty-handed. Since you guys are the best teachers, 12 best teachers here in the Valley, everybody here is going to go home with a $100 Visa gift card as well. So y'all are going to get a prize. Everybody's going to be a winner. So before we get started, I want to invite Mr. Mark Bookout from our sponsor, Vexus Fiber Internet, just to say a couple of words to y'all.
Thank you all for coming. Once again, my name is Mark Bookout. I'm with Vexus Fiber. We are a company that provides internet service over fiber optic cable, and we're building a brand new network across the Rio Grande Valley. We love this program. We love the communities that we operate in, and we know that strong communities start with strong schools, so we're happy to participate in this program. I am honored and humbled to be in you guys' presence, just watching these stories every couple of weeks. It's really awesome, the work that you guys do, so thank you for everything that you do in the community. I don't know if there's still snacks left in the back, but if there is, help yourselves. There's a little bit of swag on the table. If you like any of that, feel free to take it with you, and I look forward to the remainder of the program. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you again, Mr. Bookout. So just a quick run through of how this is going to go. We're going to go through everyone's stories. At the end of your story, I'm going to invite that teacher to come up here. We have a certificate with your name on it and your gift card to come pick up, take a picture with all of us here, and send that to your family and friends. But let's go ahead and get started with all of our teacher stories. So we're not going to go back to all the way back to the month of October. Seems like just yesterday, but that was actually a really long time ago. So to kick off the school year, we paid a visit to Palmview High School to surprise Miss Sarah Silva. She's considered to be a safe place by a lot of her students. Here's a look at her story. It's a big day here at Palmview High School at La Jolla ISD. We're kicking off our first Golden Apple Award winner of this school year, and today we're surprising Miss Sarah Silva, an English teacher here at Palmview High School. But first, let's hear more about why she's so deserving of this award.
What makes her so amazing is like her sense of community, like helping everyone around her. Like if you need anything, a flyer, help with an assignment, like anything at all, she is there for you. She is a go-getter. She's ambitious. I mean, she's amazing. And the kids know that, and they love her. She's such a safe space for her students.
She is part of our migrant hub. She tutors our migrant students. She is an assistant to our Rubies director, so she helps out at the football games with the Rubies, the dance team. She is just always willing to do what she needs to help her school, her community, her students, and we value her so much. She is so deserving, and it's amazing. I'm so proud of her, and I think she really, really deserves it.
I love that for her. I'm so excited. And she's also kind of shy, so I'm like, yes, surprise her.
Let's go surprise her right now. Awesome. Hi, Miss Silva. Nice to meet you. I'm Marco Ramirez of Channel 4. How are you?
Hi.
Hey, sorry to surprise you here. We're here for our Golden Apple Series initiative. You've been nominated by your sister, Gabriela, and I'm happy to tell you that you are this month's winner. So I want to give you this as our official October Golden Apple Award by CBS4. Let's give it a round of applause, everyone. How does it feel doing this job? What do you love about this job so much?
I love working with the kids. I'm actually a graduate from here at Palmview High School. And so it's been amazing being able to come back and work with the people that inspired me to become a teacher. And now, I learn from them every single day, and now I get to work with these wonderful kids, and it's just amazing. It's a good opportunity.
Everyone I've spoke with and your sister told me that you've become a safe haven for all your students. Why do you feel that you have to be that person there for your students all the time?
So even from the time that I was little, I always told myself I want to be the person that others can see and look for and inspire to be, but just it's important for me for the kids to feel safe in this space, because these other teachers, these other educators have also helped me to feel safe in this environment. And I feel like not everybody has that at home maybe, and if they can come here and feel that in my classroom, that's amazing.
Your sister Gabriela wrote into us. She actually sent me a little message that she wanted me to give you. She says, I just wanted to say how incredibly proud I am of you receiving the Golden Apple Award. You're an inspiration and example for both past and future La Jolla ISD and Palmview High School students. The story you tell about your students shows just how much you care for them, and your dedication and passion as a teacher is truly admirable. Sorry I can't be there, but I'm cheering for you from afar. You deserve all the recognition in the world. And remember, make it a great day or not. Go Lobos. Yes, well here, speaking of Go Lobos, we have a little bit of a surprise to give you. Come follow me over here. Since you're so incredibly loved, we had the whole school come out and come out this way. Let's give Miss Sarah Silva a round of applause. Welcome up to the stage. Another round of applause for her. Awesome. Anyone wants to take pictures? Y'all can come and take pictures if you want. Here you go. Alrighty. Awesome. Congratulations again. And there's your gift card. Take your gift card. Congratulations again for all your hard work. Another round of applause, Ms. Silva. Alrighty, moving on. For our second teacher in October, we went out to the Marine Military Academy in Harlingen. Mrs. Jody Stryker plays many roles for her cadets and has dedicated the last 23 years to MMA. Here's a look at her story. We're here at the Marine Military Academy in Harlingen, and we're here today to surprise our second Golden Apple teacher for the month of October, and that is Miss Jody Stryker. She teaches both computer science and business here and is beloved by a lot of people at the Marine Military Academy. But first, let's hear from the person that nominated her.
Jody's a wonderful person. I've known her for several years. She does work with us in the evenings at A Stable Learning, and she does animal-assisted trauma-informed care for children and adults. I know she works here. She works very diligently. She's very informed. She's very in tune with her students. She allows them to collaborate with each other and think outside the box, and she also assists them in any needs that they may have. For students that are in her class, for students that are not in her class, for students that are in her club, she makes an enormous difference to them. This being an all-boys military school, they really need that mother influence, and she really gives them that shoulder to lean on. She understands that not only is their academics very important, but their social-emotional well-being is very important as well.
Excited to surprise her?
I am.
Hi, Ms. Stryker, how are you? Hi, I'm Marco Ramirez with Channel 4. Nice to meet you. Sorry to surprise you here. So we're here with CBS 4 for our Golden Apple Initiative. Your good friend Pam here wrote into us to nominate you for the Golden Apple. I'm happy to tell you you are this month's winner. She wants to honor you with this plaque.
Well, thank you. Appreciate
Congratulations.
it. Thank you.
And what do you love about being at this campus?
I've been at Marine Military Academy for 23 years next spring, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. I have the opportunity to work with boys from all over the world, both from the United States, China, Mexico, everywhere. And it's one thing to learn about to read about those cultures and the different ethnicities, but it's another one to experience it.
Of course, this is not the only job you do. I know you're involved with the Animal Care Club
I do.
and the stables. Why do you choose to take on those extra roles?
Well, for the boys. When you're here at MMA, you wear many hats. And this is a boarding school, so we become not just their instructor and their teacher, their mentor, their leader, and sometimes their parental role model. We spend a lot of time with them. I have a love for animals. I grew up on a farm and with horses and cattle and goats, so I want to give them those opportunities as well. Learning doesn't just happen inside the four walls. It's out in the great outdoors too.
I've learned to be more confident. I've helped with studies. She's helped me with my typing, and my WPM has increased, and I can see a difference in all my other classes because of it. I really like interacting with animals. Animals is the main part of my life. I love animals more than people. She helped me, since I'm away from home, she helped me interact with animals because I miss mine at home. She helped me.
I believe that Ms. Stryker really does care, because just by her actions and how much she puts into the class and how often she walks around and checks on us, it just means a lot. The biggest lesson is probably just how to have a good attitude, because whether it's a good or a bad day, she just always tries to help us stay positive throughout the day and get our work done.
Well, first I'd like to thank them, because without them I wouldn't be here. And to, just sometimes we plant the seed, sometimes we don't get to harvest it, but we do plant it and we do make a difference. We don't go into this as educators for the paycheck. We go into it for the rewards we get from them.
And it certainly is a reward. Congratulations again, Ms. Stryker. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Another round of applause for Ms. Stryker. Well, she couldn't be here tonight. She's actually at a teacher conference, just to show you that dedication in Dallas right now. But congrats to her. We're going to make sure she gets all of her prizes later on next week. But moving on, now we head to the month of November. Our first teacher of the month there was Mr. Jose Sanchez from Mission Veterans Memorial High School as a robotics teacher. That's a really cool profession, by the way. He is training his students to become problem solvers. Let's take a look at his story. All right, today we're here at Mission Veterans Memorial High School. We're here to surprise our first Golden Apple teacher for the month of November. That is Mr. Jose Sanchez. He's an engineering teacher and robotics coach here at Mission Vets. But first, let's hear from the person that nominated him. That's one of his fellow teachers.
The way he motivates these kids and how he makes them aspire to be greater is probably the two features that stand out to me the most. And it's not just here at the school. Outside of the school, he has his own robotics community, TRA, Texas Robotic Alliance, where he kind of just shows the community about engineering and robotics. He has all the way from the elementary kids now to high schoolers. I think he started his own FRC team outside for high school students, and it's all student oriented. The fact that he's willing to juggle all these things on top of coaching here and coaching outside and finding all these ways and help from previous students to help out with his current engineering programs he's built something. He's cultivated something here in this community, something that I wish I would have been a student here when I was here. I graduated from here. I wish I would have had him as a teacher. Now I went from being a student here to being a teacher. I think I couldn't have been blessed with a bigger example of who is the ideal teacher I need to be following to become that representation from my own community that I graduated from.
I'm Marco Ramirez of Channel 4. Nice to meet you. Okay, you're probably wondering what all this is about, right? So we're here for our Golden Apple Series initiative. We honor teachers across the valley. And I have to tell you that you are our first Golden Apple winner for the month of November. Your colleague here, Mr. Hernandez, wrote into us and nominated you for this, and you are this winner. So he wants to give you our Golden Apple plaque. You're officially our Golden Apple November winner. Round of applause for Mr. Tell me, what is your passion with teaching robotics specifically? That's such an interesting subject.
Robotics, that particular subject is very important when it comes to STEM, okay? Because, I'm trying to catch my breath here, I'm a little bit surprised, okay? Because it's something that it requires a lot of skill and knowledge, And sometimes I know skills are lacking, especially here in the Valley. Sometimes, we're probably seen as the students here don't have those skills, but robotics and engineering can teach them those skills. And that's what makes me passionate about, because I've seen how it has changed students' lives by learning, by competing in robotics, by picking up those foundational concepts, and they go on to big universities. I mean, the whole point of teaching is you're trying to change lives, right? You're trying to prepare students for tomorrow. You're building the innovators of tomorrow, the engineers of tomorrow. And ultimately, they're going to be the ones that solve the issues, the problems that we can't solve today.
Well, I had Sanchez for 3 years, and he was really the first teacher to believe in me, because he took a chance on me and putting me in the separate competition to show off my skills, and it really benefited me.
Let's say we have like a bad day, right? He always tells us, well, we always have tomorrow. We can always go back out there, and then we can always improve off of whatever we've done. And we always have a set of goals that we are supposed to implement into our season, and then once we set those goals, it's just it just keeps going, and it just goes and goes.
Sometimes we go through ups and downs. You gotta just continue to work, and if you ever feel like you need a little bit of help, you gotta reach out, whether it's a colleague, whether it's admin, sometimes even just have a meeting with students, and we can all figure it out as a team, because in the end we're a team and we succeed as a team.
Congratulations again, Mr. Sanchez. You well deserved. Another round of applause for Mr. Sanchez, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Up to the stage. There we are. Let's welcome Mr. Sanchez up to the stage here. Another round of applause. Isn't that robotics so cool, though? That is amazing. I don't think I could survive your class, though. I'm not that smart. Congratulations, sir. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Awesome. Another round of applause for Mr. Sanchez, everybody. All right, so our second November Golden Apple teacher, we went out to Rio Hondo High School to surprise Miss Diana Bryant. Mrs. Bryant loves her job so much, and she loves her students so much, even retirement couldn't keep her out of the classroom. It brought her back. Here's a look at her story. Today we're here at Rio Hondo High School to surprise our second Golden Apple teacher for the month of November, and that is Miss Diana Bryant. She's a U.S. history teacher for 11th graders here at Rio Hondo. But first, let's hear from the person that nominated her, and that is her daughter.
She's just extremely loving and caring, and she has students that see her after years after they've been taught by her, and they run up to her and give her the biggest hugs. I've seen her work very hard since I was young, and now I'm doing the same thing for my 10-year-old son. She really is in it for the long run with these kids. She becomes so invested that, like I said, she stays in touch with them throughout college, and she sees them be so successful, and it's definitely because she was a part of their lives. So she had a retirement from Brownsville Early College High School, and we did a whole parade for her. The school was involved, so this isn't her first celebration, and she loved it. But she retired, and then she ended up being retired for a year and went back to work and came back to Rio Hondo. She's from here originally, so she's happy to be here.
You're probably wondering why we're here.
Yes,
So we're here for our Golden Apple Awards initiative. You are our second November teacher to win this month.
Are you serious?
Your lovely daughter, Logan, wrote into us to nominate you, and she wants to present you with this lovely plaque. You're officially a Golden Apple teacher. Come on over here. You've been dedicated for 20 plus years to teaching. Tell me, what have you loved about all the decades, doing your job?
The kids in there, the kids out here, everyone in the school. It's awesome.
Your daughter told me you attempted retirement really briefly, but
Yes.
he brought you back. Why did you want to come back and keep doing your job?
I missed my classroom. I missed it a lot. I literally was depressed without it. So I'm here. And they were nice enough to hire me back, so that's great. And let me get back into teaching. It was amazing.
What is the biggest thing you want to have an impact on your students? What's the biggest lesson you want to teach them?
I think if you're a well-rounded kid that knows about the world, and it's what I do, I teach history, I think you'll be better off in your job. You'll be more productive. You'll understand your rights. So yeah, that's what I want them to get from this.
I hated social studies. I was never good at it. I never really learned from other teachers, especially 7th grade. And whenever I walked into a class, it was just I felt like interested, and I always wanted to like learn more. And I really enjoyed taking notes, and hearing her talk about it just made me gain interest in that topic.
I struggled a lot in like school, and I felt like I could talk to her, and she was really there for me when I needed her. And when she first came to school, like she was just very positive, and she never had a negative mindset.
I love being in her class because I've never been good at social studies, and she really helped me get through it. And she was patient with us and compassionate through her teaching, and she just helped me believe that I could pass my STAR test, and she helped me pass it. I started like tuning up a little because I think she really deserves it. She's a great teacher, and I think out of all the teachers here, she is one that really deserves it.
I don't know exactly when I'll retire, but I enjoy coming to work every single day. I'm never up in the morning saying I don't want to go. So when I get up in the morning and say I don't want to go, that's the time to retire. Yeah. You live your dreams and you do what you want to do, and you'll be happy at it. Yep.
Congratulations, Ms. Bryan. Round of applause again for Ms. Bryan, everybody. Let's welcome Ms. Bryan up to the stage. Don't kids say the darndest things on TV? Isn't that funny? Another round of applause for Ms. Bryan, everybody. Hey, congrats. Thanks for being here. Awesome. Awesome. Another round of applause, and make sure don't forget your gift card. Thank you again. All righty, moving on to December. Our first teacher of the month in December was Mrs. Tiffany Rogers from Shimatsu Elementary School at Sherryland ISD. Mrs. Rogers has a well-known reputation for her love and care for her students that has a lasting impact on them, even in the most difficult times. Here's a look at her story. Hey, today we're here at Shimatsu Elementary at Sherryland ISD. We're here to surprise our first Golden Apple teacher for the month of December, and that is Miss Tiffany Rogers. She's a third grade teacher here, but first let's hear from the people that nominated her, and that's some of the parents here at Shimatsu.
COVID hit, and so it was everybody stays home. We enrolled them, my son in first grade and my daughter in kinder. Mrs. Rogers was my son's teacher in first grade, and so it was remote instruction. We were both working from home, and it was difficult. It was rather difficult. My mother passed away from COVID, along with my aunt and my two uncles. And so not only were my children being embraced through all that, I was a nervous wreck, just knowing that soon they were going to be back in school. Then shortly after, they come back to school in person, and so now my daughter has Mrs. Rogers. So I knew everything was going to be great. The first day before she goes back into school, my mother-in-law passes away. Had she not been there, had she not reassured us with her love, her passion for teaching, just the person that she is, I don't know how I would have done it to send my kids to school. A true inspiration, a teacher beyond, those 4 classroom walls. She truly goes over and beyond every student and with every parent.
And I'm sure you're all ready to surprise her, so let's go ahead and do it. How are you? How are you? I'm Marco from Channel 4. Nice to meet you. Mr. and Mrs. Martinez wrote into us to nominate you for the Golden Apple. And you're officially a Golden Apple Award winner. Go ahead and take the plaque. Tell us that driving force that gets you to the classroom every day.
It's the kids. It's the kids. And wonderful support from parents. It really makes a big difference. And bonding with them is the reason I'm here every day, because I love to see them grow, and I love to see them, and I love to hear the feedback from the parents. I love teaching reading, and whenever they tell me, you've gotten my child into reading, you've gotten them to love reading, that to me is a big deal, because I know it'll have an effect for the rest of their lives. We talk a lot in class about how we're all special and we're all different, and how no one's more important than anyone else, and we need to be able to see that in each other. I tell them what makes you different makes you special, and I love to see them recognize that in themselves.
I didn't know if I was actually going to learn a lot from her, but at the end of the day, I actually learned far and beyond than I actually really thought I would. I've learned how to read, I've learned how to do math, I've learned how to do multiple things of math because back then I didn't know how to do addition or subtraction. She would always make things like fun and like joyful, and I really think she deserves this reward because it really would make her feel happy, I'm pretty sure.
You know, all those little comments are what keep me going. Anytime I hear that I've had any sort of impact on people, it's why I do this, because that warms my heart.
Another round of applause. Miss Rogers, invite her up here. Your students really do love you, Mrs. Rogers. All right, congrats. Awesome. Another hand for Mrs. Rogers. Don't forget your gift card. Awesome. Now for our second December Golden Apple teacher, we headed out to La Sara ISD in Willacy County. Mrs. Jacqueline Maldonado is the music director for the entire school district, and she makes sure that all of her students excel in their musical talents. Here's a look at her story. Hey, we're here today at La Sara ISD to surprise our second Golden Apple teacher for the month of December. That is Miss Jacqueline Maldonado. She's the band director here for the school district here at La Sara. But first, let's talk to the person that nominated her, and that is her sister.
My sister, she's a very loving person. She's hardworking. She's very devoted. She sees herself here. She loves music. She loves the teaching that she's done over the years. So she's just never wanted to move anywhere like any other district, right? She's a great mentor. She's a great leader. She's a great asset like to the district. And she works so hard. She works long hours and she's like nonstop. Like you can't get her to stop, right? Like, I mean, we tell her, you know, you need to rest, you need to take a break, and she's like, no, I got to be at the school, I got to be with my students, and so I just feel that she deserves it because of all the years and the experience that she has, and her talent and her love for music that she inspires the students, right? She's one of those that you got to excel in everything that you do. You got to constantly read, you got to be. So she's one of those strong motivators, right? And the kids look up to her.
Your lovely sister here wrote into us and nominated you to be our Golden Apple winner for December. So you're officially a Golden Apple teacher. Another round of applause for Ms. Maldonado, everybody.
I love that it's just so family oriented, and I mean, they just welcomed me. Nobody knew me when I first started here, and they just welcomed me, and they just let me do what I love to do and teach music. So I'm just so grateful. My kids, I think, what they excel in is when they do a concert and I see that smile on their face when they finish performing, that's my reward right there. And all of them have done so much. They not only do UIL here, they do music, band, sports. So we're all, you know, fighting for their time. And so I really appreciate that they come to my music class, to the band class, whatever we're doing, and they dedicate so much of their time to this program. As long as I still love music, I'm going to be here, as long as you have me.
Being in middle school, she was very patient with us. We were able to take our time. We weren't rushed or anything. And she made us do how we are.
It's a small school because many schools in the valleys, they do marching band because they're way bigger. They have way more students in each section and just in band in general. And us, this is like our whole high school, our whole middle school too. So her getting this award as being here in a small school, I think it means a lot to her.
Don't stop believing in yourself and dream big, because your dreams can come true.
These are also for you. You got a lot. Maldonado couldn't be with us tonight. She also had a prior commitment, but congratulations to her once again. We'll be sure to get her prizes next week. Now we head into the new year, the month of January. And our first teacher for that month took us to San Benito CISD. Maritza Ibarra is a 5th grade science teacher at Leal Elementary School, and she's inspired countless students and believes that she does not deserve any of that credit, but she sure does. Here's a look at her story. Hey, today we're here at Leal Elementary at San Benito CISD. We're here to surprise our first Golden Apple teacher for the month of January. That is Miss Maritza Ibarra. She's a 5th grade science teacher here at Leal, but first, let's hear from the person that nominated her. That's her cousin.
The thing about Mrs. Ibarra is that when we met her, of course, when she went off to college, she got her bachelor's or her master's, and it was actually in the business world. She was going to join the business world, but, you know, for some reason, she came into the teaching world, and I don't think she ever looked back after that. She has been teaching over 10 years. She works really hard every day at home, planning, you know, lessons, making them exciting for the students in the classroom, because that's what we have to do. We have to make it exciting, adventurous, and for them to want to be eager to be a great learner. We don't do this job for the accolades. We do it because it's our passion and it's in our heart. And this is Mrs. Ibarra for you. Mrs. Ibarra works very passionate with her students. She goes beyond the classrooms. I've known her to go to parades, to watch their students performing at soccer games. So she goes above and beyond for her students, and that's just her nature.
Your cousin, Miss Avila, wrote into us and nominated you. I don't have to tell you are a month of January Golden Apple teacher. She wants to present you with a plaque. Everyone give your teacher a round of applause. Tell us, your passion about teaching these kids every day.
They are my passion. Like, I love them. I love being able to see them grow in here and continue on in the future. And I tell them they're mine forever. I follow them as they grow up. I have, seniors that are coming back to see me. I have students that are in college that I'm keeping up with. I just saw one of them 3 days ago, seeing how she's doing. So it's just about, being able to contribute back to them and watching them grow and reach their potential.
You don't really like the recognition, even though you deserve it. You're dedicated, but why is it that you feel that, you don't deserve the recognition? Why do you just feel you're just humbled that you just want to be here and teach?
Exactly. It's not about me, it's about them. Everything I do is for them, not for me. So the recognition it's not what I'm here for. I'm here for them to do what I can. So just yesterday we had former students come back that were choir, and one of my little girls came back and said, she's in UIL science, and that's because of me. Or I've had my seniors come back and say, I have one that's doing a NASA scholarship. I have one that is graduated 2 years ago and said the same thing. So science is difficult. It was difficult for me. And so then to see them go on and change and turn and love science, that's what it's about.
She's helped me pass my CFA, and her class is really cool. She teaches me a lot, and how I say it, she's a good teacher for me because she learns me a lot. How I say it, she tries my best to help me learn and read and to pass my STAR test. I want to pass my STAR test. I could surprise her how I'm doing really good.
It's you, it's not me. It's all you, it's not me. This is not my award, this is their award. This is everyone out there, all former students, it's their award, not mine.
What it is about Miss Ibarra tonight. Let's invite her up to the stage. Another hand for her. You were really surprised when I walked into the classroom, right? It's all good. That's my favorite part. I don't mean to frighten the teachers. I want you all to know that, but that's our favorite part of the surprise. Congratulations. Thanks for being here. Here, we got one more teacher. Congratulations again, Miss Ibarra. Right, there we go. Now going to our second teacher in January that took us to PSJ ISD to honor Mrs. Luz Garcia. She's a pre-K teacher at Livas Elementary School. She's so dedicated to her kids that she's willing to open up her own wallet just to improve their learning experience. Here's a look at her story. Hey everyone, we're here at Livas Elementary School here at PSJ ISD. We're here to surprise our second Golden Apple teacher for the month of January, and that is Miss Luz Garcia. She's a pre-K teacher here at Livas, but first let's hear from the person that nominated her. That's her principal.
Ms. Garcia is just one of those individuals that is holistically interested in the success of our students, and in the form of helping coworkers, helping our community, helping our campus. And so not just inside of her classroom, but even in our community. She's out there getting us involved with community organizations, with community events. And so that is what stands out from Ms. Garcia. And I think one of the other factors that I see is how she's just genuinely willing to do what it takes for her students. And I know as far as even her own financial support for her classroom is limitless. You know, if they come and they talk to us about certain furniture, if there's certain materials, if there's certain, she's gonna find a way to make sure that, okay, my classroom is set up the way they expect us to do, even if I have to go on Amazon and I go purchase it and I go find donations, but she wants to make sure that I'm doing this to make sure that my students get the best experiences that are available.
Round of applause for everybody.
Wow.
Wow. How does it
I'm
feel?
speechless. I'm speechless.
I mean, you've been here since the beginning, 31 years here at Livas.
Yes, I've been here for so many years.
Why have you been so loyal to the school?
Because one of the things that I've encountered was that I am originally from Sherryland. As I was working over there, I saw the need for a lot of kids that needed to, well, I want to start like, they needed a lot of help in the reading. I really go strong in the reading, letters and sounds. I was an upper grade teacher, and I had requested, and I talked to Mr. Hernandez, and I said, can I be moved to pre-K? Because I saw the need that these children needed to learn to be reading. Because without the reading, I mean, it's a must. You know, letters and sounds, the vocabulary, you know, retelling, the alliteration, the rhyming. So that's what I instill on my students. And everything that you see here is all for them. I'm willing to go above and beyond and help in any which way I can. And going out to the public and try to get a lot of donations for a fundraiser, because that's all for the students. Nothing here is for me. Everything is for them. Just a love of seeing them, wanting to come to school, wanting to come to my, believe me, they are not absent at all. They love coming here. I love what I do. And yes, a lot of the monies that I raise, you know, goes towards the school for the students. And I did receive an allotment. And as you can see, my centers are all what I bought, and it's all again for them. Do I ever mention, you know, no, and nothing like that. Like I say, I'm very humble, I'm blessed, and that's all I can say. You know, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I really love it. I mean, I'm blessed, I'm humble. I mean, I never thought I would receive this. I never did. I mean, over so many years. No, I mean, I'm just blessed. And thank you for everything.
Good job, Miss Garcia. Let's invite her up to the stage. It was very emotional. You are an inspiration as well, Ms. Garcia. Congratulations. Congratulations. Thanks for being here. Congratulations. Here you go. Take one picture here. I've got one more. Awesome. Congratulations again, Ms. Garcia. Now we head into the month of February toward our first teacher in Starr County. We have Ms. Yasmin Gonzalez. She's a math teacher at Roma High School, and she's not just making sure her students excel in their number skills, but also making sure that they're excel in their life skills as well. Here's a look at her story. Hey everyone, we're here at Roma High School to surprise our first Golden Apple teacher for the month of February. That's Ms. Yasmin Gonzalez. She's an algebra teacher here at Roma High. But first, let's hear from all the teachers and students on why she's so deserving of the Golden Apple.
Ms. Jasmine Gonzalez is the epitome of what teachers strive to do. You know, her commitment, her passion to student achievement is beyond measurable. So we're very grateful and very thankful that she's part of Roma High School.
So I always go back to when I was a student, and I was like, how did I feel when I was a student and she was a teacher? Like, how did she encourage me or motivate me to, like, you know, try in the class? And well, I try to use that in my classroom. So for example, like, she would like have students go up to the board and everything, and I implement that in my classroom. So the techniques that she used with us, I am trying to implement that as well with my students.
She's very involved there during the lesson. She used a lot of hands-on. She is a great motivator. Even sometimes when I'm there, I get pumped about learning about math. And one thing I do notice about her is that she makes kids or students that do not like math to love math. And for me, that's amazing.
We're here with our Golden Apple series. We nominate teachers and honor them for their academic excellence. Dr. Ramon nominated you, and you're officially our February Golden Apple teacher. One thing that really stood out to us, that's why you were a winner, is that not only do you want them to be good in math, you teach them life skills. Why do you feel you have to take that extra mile for your students?
So that they can become better in life, so that they can use what they learned here later. It's all them. Everything they do, they are hard workers. Everything they do, it's them. I am honored. I am very, very happy and grateful to everyone that has supported me. Everyone.
So show your appreciation. Here's everyone at Roma High School to show their love and gratitude to you.
Math, me personally, it was my favorite subject all the way elementary up until now. And yeah, it's her teaching has made me like love math even more. She's done a really good job of teaching all of us. She makes us feel really, really good in that class, that atmosphere and everything.
Her personal life and her work life are totally different. She is very respectful here. She's caring. She cares about all her students. I'm really proud of her and proud of like who she is now, and I'm just super proud.
Thank you so much. If it wasn't for you all, for your support, for everything that you've done for me, this wouldn't be possible. Thank you once again, like my fellow colleagues as well. They are amazing teachers. You all, my students, are the world to me. You mean everything to me. Everything that I do is for you all. You are hard workers. You all are amazing, amazing, amazing students. And I believe in you all, and masters.
We love you, Ms. Gonzalez!
Another applause. I'll invite Ms. Gonzalez up to the stage. And I have to say, wasn't that like the coolest turnout for her? But the mariachi, wasn't that so awesome? Awesome. Congratulations again. Thank you. All right, one more. Another hand for Ms. Gonzalez, everybody. All right, for our second Golden Apple teacher in February, we made our way to McAllen ISD. Mrs. Carrie Adame is a music teacher at the Leon Middle School, and she always brings joy to her student. Even a battle with cancer did not stop her always positive attitude. Here's a look at her story. Hey everybody, we're here at De Leon Middle School at McAllen ISD. We're here to surprise our second Golden Apple teacher for the month of February. That's Mrs. Carrie Adame. She's the band director here at De Leon. But first, let's hear why she's so deserving of the Golden Apple Award, and that's from her husband.
I will say that she's the type of teacher that every kid would like to have every time they come into a classroom. She is a student magnet. She's always happy, encouraging. A lot of positive things to say to kids every single day. When they told us that she was diagnosed with cancer, you know, when that is told to anyone, it's a shock, it's a surprise. So for me, it's like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? And I'm trying to process all this, and she's sitting right next to me, and immediately within 30 seconds, she just sits up and says, I'm gonna beat this. And she didn't let it stop her from doing the things that she loves doing, teaching, family, everything. I mean, just her mindset and her attitude was unbelievable. And she does what she does because she loves what she does, and she doesn't expect anything in return. But the stuff that she gets in return is appreciation from kids, love from the kids, love from parents. It's great to see.
Oh my God! We nominate teachers across the valley who are dedicated to academic excellence. Your husband wrote into us about this, your wonderful lifelong story about your dedication to these kids, and you are a February Golden Apple winner by CBS 4. Round of applause for the teacher. Where does the inspiration come from?
Certainly just teaching kids to love music and appreciate music, and then if they get to, if they enjoy it along the way, then my job is complete. So as long as they learn to appreciate music and they're learning how to play an instrument, yeah, it's great. And I can't do it without a great team, my team of colleagues, and of course these awesome students make my job very easy.
Your husband told us about the priest and health battle that you had, but that didn't stop you from coming here.
Not at all.
I mean, what was going through your mind? As scary and difficult that may have been, that didn't stop you. What was going through your mind during that difficult time?
Just keep going, the mind is a powerful thing, and prayer is a powerful thing, and I had a lot of friends and family praying for me, and just staying strong, keeping your mind strong, I think is part of the battle. It's really
say keeping your mind strong helped you get through it?
It did help me get through it.
When I first got here, I was super nervous. Like, I thought I would be the worst player and I wouldn't be able to ever play. But then once, we were in Miss Ami's class, she really helped me improve on music and helped me really understand how to really play, and it just helped me improve as a better player. Being in Miss Ami's class really helped me to speak my mind, to not be scared, have more confidence in myself. Because when I got here the first time, I really thought I was going to be bad. I thought I was going to not do band anymore because how bad I was and I move out. But I actually ended up being not one of the best, but I ended up being good.
Talk about a surprise. Wow, this is great. I could not have done this without my students. Make my job easy. I love doing what I do because of them. And again, my colleagues, I have a great team that I work with here on campus, and as well as my row vertical team. And of course, my friends and family always supporting, what we do as band directors. It's more than just a 9-to-5 job. We put a lot more of our heart and soul into what we do, and it's just great to have support from everybody.
We love you, Miss Adame.
Let's welcome Miss Adame back to the stage. Surely inspiration as well. I was terrible at playing an instrument. Maybe you would have taught me better. It's not too late, is it? Congratulations again. All right, we got one more. Awesome. Another round of applause for Ms. Adame. Congratulations again. Now we've made it to the final month of our Golden Apple series as we head into March. For our Golden Apple teacher for the month of March, we paid a visit to Port Isabel High School. Mr. Cristobal Ortiz is a soccer coach and physics teacher, and he always puts his students first, even in his own personal time. Here's a look at his story. Hey everyone, we're here at Port Isabel High School today to surprise our first Golden Apple teacher for the month of March, and that's Mr. Cristobal Ortiz. He's pulling double duty here. He's both a soccer coach and a physics teacher here. But first, let's listen to why he's so deserving of the Golden Apple Award, and that's from his wife.
He's just a very happy-go-lucky person, and I think that's what his students and his athletes are so attracted to, is he's such a positive optimist. He loves to have fun when he's teaching, so he tries to implement a lot of creative and innovative, lesson plans into what he's doing, and he demonstrates, and he's very hands-on with everything that he teaches so that they can see exactly what goes into it to help the understanding. And he comes home and he's excited to tell me the positive impacts that he's made. He's excited to tell me, what his students said to him that day or what his athletes learned from him that day. and he's excited to come back and do it all over again the next day.
We're here as part of our Golden Apple, a series initiative. We honor teachers across the valley. Your wife wrote into us a couple of weeks ago to nominate you. I'm happy to tell you you are our first Golden Apple teacher for March. Let's give it a hand for Coach Ortiz, everybody. Here we go. What's made you so passionate about this area?
I think I have a hard time saying no, first of all, but I do a lot just because I think a lot of these kids enjoy it. So if it's something that they want to get after, if they really want to pursue something, I'll make the time to sacrifice from my own days to be there for them. I think a lot of kids need that, and I appreciated my teachers who did that for me. I'm really happy to be in this school, and I think the kids that I have around me make my job really rewarding. I don't feel like it's a hard job to do. And it's the one thing that I never thought I was going to be doing, and I really hope that I can continue doing this for as many kids as I can.
He's a great teacher, a great person, I think. He's really caring to all the students. I felt so comfortable in his class, where in many other classes I just never really did.
He breaks things down, he makes it understandable, and it feels less like you're stuck in a boring lecture and more like your best friend is explaining it to you so you get it before the quiz.
Once, me, my mom, and my brother, Christian Smith, we broke down in the car, and he was the first person I called. First person I called, first person to come to mind because of how great of a person he is. And I had nowhere else to go, but as soon as I called him, he told me that he was with his wife, but he was so willing to, and he did that. And I live almost 45 minutes away. This is what God has for him. This is purpose and plan for him, and just to keep going at it, trust in it, and believe that he can change people's lives and impact others.
I don't think I'm better than any of the teachers I work with. I think I have a lot of stronger teachers than me, but I love my kids, and I've had not my best moments in the school, but all the best moments of my life I've been able to share with my students. So whether it was getting engaged or married or even sharing the news of a baby, these kids are part of my life as much as my wife is.
Another applause for Mr. Ortiz. Welcome back up to the stage. Awesome. Congratulations again. Thanks for being here. Couple more of you. Come on. Awesome. Congrats again, Mr. Ortiz. Awesome. All right, now we go to our final Golden Apple teacher of the school year. Mrs. Cynthia Alanis is a science teacher and heads the student council at Rio Grande City High School, and she has dedicated the last 25 years to the Rathers. Here's a look at her story.
Discover something, make a big discovery. Can you imagine if we could desalinize all the water that we have in the ocean?
Ms. Alanis is the type of individual who will go above and beyond. As a principal, you sometimes need those type of teachers that we have a pep rally, we have this, she never says no. And I think that's very important to highlight. At the end of the day, she's also a teacher, so she has to make sure that, of course, she's in check with what she has to do. She's also an AP teacher, so she's a very well-rounded individual.
She is that teacher that you would gravitate towards. She has that winning energy and a heart of gold. She was actually not only my teacher, but my older brother as well, who is also a science teacher in this school. She is ambitious and committed in everything she does. She puts her heart into everything, from her job, her family, and the kids who she considers her other family. If it wasn't for her, I don't know if I would have been a teacher. She is what I want to be. And as a teacher, you always want to be better than what you've had. That would be impossible because she really is an amazing educator.
You've been nominated to be our March Golden Apple winner, and I'm proud to present you to our March Golden Apple Award teacher. Everyone give your teacher a round of applause, everybody. Congratulations.
If it hadn't been for the students, then I think I would have retired a long time ago, because I want to retire soon within the next 2 years. But because of the students and the people I work with, the science department has always supported me, and I'm so blessed because God has given me the energy and the ability to do everything that I've done. I want them to be one day to be leaders. One day maybe they'll remember, the things that we did in class or the things that I tell them, I go, because I always tell them, do this, but they don't, they say, why, why do we have to do that? I go, one day you're going to remember. One day you'll remember what I've said to you.
She's always been someone that has been very supported as well since I'm in student council, and she's always been someone that encourages me to do something that I want. She's always been supportive. I want to do nursing. She's been always supportive of that.
Her drive for student council really shows us on how to be leaders in the world, and I feel like I have been able to show myself and be more confident in what I do, and it's all thanks to her.
I'm so blessed to be with them because I got to see them when they were growing up. I've got to see them as adults, and now they're my colleagues. Just thank you very much for always supporting me. And of course, God first, and then my family, and then my school family. I really love them all.
Congratulations. Got another round of applause for Miss Alanis, everybody. Congratulations. Another applause for Miss Alanis. Invite her up to the stage. I was really interested in your class because I actually sat down for a couple of minutes. I wanted to stay for a little bit, but I had to go. Congratulations. Congrats again. Here we go. All right, do one here. Awesome. Congrats again to Miss Alanis. Don't forget your gift card. Round of applause for her again. Made it to the end. So once again, let's congratulate all 12 of our Golden Apple teachers once again. Again, just want to make you all know that your hard work and dedication to your students has really made a lasting impact on everyone that has gone into your classrooms throughout the years. And it's that dedication is why you all here deserve to be a Golden Apple teacher here on CBS 4. So now it's time for what we all have been waiting for, the award for Teacher of the Year. So all 12 of your stories, I have to say, were truly inspiring, and it was very, very, very difficult for our judges. And I'm glad I wasn't in that because I don't think I would be able to handle the pressure to pick just one of you to be our Teacher of the Year for our Golden Apple series. I just want to say on a personal note, I'm so glad I got to meet each and every one of you to be able to share your stories. You are truly inspiring. My mom being a teacher, I know the dedication that it takes. So I'm really glad to come across you guys and be able to dedicate and honor you all this past school year. So once I announce our Teacher of the Year, I'd like to invite them up here once again. You're going to say a couple of words, so prepare to give an on-top speech right now on the spot and receive your check from Mr. Bookouts. Y'all ready? I'm nervous even saying this. All right, here we go. So on behalf of CBS 4 News and Vex's Fiber Internet, we are proud to award our 2025 Teacher of the Year to Mrs. Diana Bryant from Rio Hondo High School. Congratulations. Give her a round of applause. Right. Come on up here again. Aren't you glad you're not yeah. Here you go. Here. So we have this nice Golden Apple Award for you, Mrs. Bryan. Congratulations. This is all yours. Another round of applause for Mrs. Bryan, everybody. We'll do one more. So, Ms. Bryan, I have to put you on the spot real fast. You are a winner for 2025. I mean, this was a very hard decision to make, but you all the years of dedication, you coming out of retirement, when you didn't have to for your students, you still did it anyway. I mean, how does it feel to receive this major recognition?
I'm very stunned because everyone in this room deserves it. And I didn't expect it. But my kids, I call them my kids, they make my job easy. We have a great bunch of kids at our campus, great educational leaders like Ms. Cardenas, and I'm just so happy to be there.
And what would you tell everyone watching at home, at Rio Hondo, across the valley? Like you said, everyone here deserves this award, but what would you say in terms of gratitude to everyone that for your profession? Because what you all do is not easy, and I have the utmost respect for you guys and everyone here.
No, we all have someone to thank for where we are. Our kids will grow up to be better citizens, better people because of all the people in this room that teach them. So I'm grateful that I'm given, like someone said, the energy to continue to do what I love to do. Yeah, and that's really what it takes is just you want to be dedicated and it's your life's work. It's a calling, not really a profession. Yeah.
Definitely calling, and you're deserving again. But congratulations, Ms. Bryant. We're very excited for you. We'll go ahead and present your prize here. Mr. Bookout again. Another congratulations, another round of applause for Mrs. Bryant, everybody. And once again, we want to congratulate each and every one of you here. Being part of this truly is an honor, I have to say. You guys are very deserving to be a part of our series, and we encourage you all to pass down this Golden Apple honor because this is coming back next year. And now you guys are part of this lovely club, and I want to leave it up to you guys to nominate your fellow teachers because I know all of you told me that there's someone else that you work with that's also deserving of this. And now you guys are able to pass down the honor here. But thank you guys so much again, your families, your students, even the people who wrote into us, because had it not been for y'all, we would not have known about these great teachers. So thank you all once again, and it's going to come back bigger and better next year as well. So thank you guys again. Have a wonderful night. We hope to see you around again. Thank you guys, everybody.